Hello, hello. Come in, people. Oh my god, a little bit late. Just come in, people. Just getting some munchies along. Remember, you can eat and drink while you do the watch along. Just coming along, getting this sorted out. Oh my days. Right. Just got a little cup of char there. And let's bring that along here as well. Let's leave that there. That'll be all right there. Right. Oh my god. Hello, hello everybody there. Hope everybody's okay out there. Hello and welcome to Diego C. Palace. A little bit late there, but I'm not late before kickoff. It's the League Cup between Arsenal and League Cup Arsenal and Newcastle United, of course. There's also some other fixtures out there. Let me just get this going. Oh, good. Let me just have a look. The chat's gone there. Good evening, Steve. I hope you are well. Hope you're keeping warm there. Wrapped up well there. And I hope you're well. Let me just get this going. Oh. Okay, that's that one there. And just coming to you in a sec to say we're just going to get this going here. Come on. This tablet's so slow. Okay, that is going all right. Right, I'm just going to plug in the earpiece. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Please hit a like as you enter the live stream. Doing a watch along for Arsenal and Newcastle United. Massive game for both of these clubs. I suppose they both want to get to a trophy. I think more so the Newcastle United fans. I think they would definitely like to get to a cup final at Wembley. Of course, Arsenal knocked my Crystal Palace out of the League Cup about a week ago or so. A bit more than that. And Saduvia's second goal was offside. But Arsenal did step it up at that second half there. And Crystal Palace should have taken their chance in the first half. But it's not about Crystal Palace. It's about Arsenal and Newcastle United. And let me just see if I can get this going here. Please help me get to 5 likes if you can. And I wonder why it doesn't come up here. What do I have to do? Let's have a look. Content. No, that's not there. It's just not coming up there. I don't understand why it doesn't do it. Oh, maybe another way. Hold on. Maybe if I go into YouTube. Right, I'm just getting everything set up. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm just trying to get everything up and running before 8 p.m. kickoff. Of course, it's an 8 p.m. kickoff. How do I do this here? No. And then I have to put... I have to go there. I'm coming to you, Steve. I'm just right, yeah, big up to you, Steve. You're saying... Steve's saying... I got only one score yesterday, but didn't predict many. You got the Real Madrid right, and then went 2-0 for Forest, but scored late. Yeah, a very good start to the season for, of course, Nottingham Forest. And how does this work? I don't know how this one's working. All right. I think the sound... Oh, hold on a minute. Let me just make sure the sound... Oh, I didn't want to do this. Where's the buttons? Oh, you dipstick. I've put it the wrong way around. Well, that's going to be awkward now. Just increasing the volume to its max. So then I didn't want to mess around with the phone because I just set it all up. I think that's okay. Right, I can confirm the sound is okay. Oh! Right, so then what do I have to do here? Let's get the match up and running. Game is on it. Yeah, and ITV, that's correct, yes. Let's have a look. Oh my god, I'm doing different things. Thanks, Steve, for that. Actually, you're saying that on. I thought it was only on Sky. But thanks for that, Steve. I'm going to quickly try a different thing. Then how am I going to? Damn it! If I put it up there. Yeah, I'm going to have to put it on here. Let me just try something here. Look. Oh, I'm going to miss the start of the match at this rate. The whole plan was to be prepared before it all kicks off. Just take a little chart here. Yep, there it is. The thing is, yes, you're right. They're just doing adverts there. Good. Okay, so that's the adverts there. The other thing I can try and do is Carabao Cup EFL. They have so many names for it. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, let me just got this other way of doing this. You're right. It is live on the ITV. Thank you for Steve for that, because then I can see it live at the same time as you. Just go there. Oh, I hope this works. Okay, so it is there live. So then what I can do then is go to here, and then I don't know how to do this. So if I do, I might be able to get it in time. Hold on a second, coming. Oh, I thought I was ready, but I'm not. ITV. Oh. There it is. Accept. Oh, please work. What? Watch. Oh. What's going on here? Oh, I see, it's not on there. So then how do I download? Alright, it's just downloading now. Yeah, no, I haven't downloaded it on this one. Oh, please hurry up. What it is, I'm trying to get, obviously I've got it live, but then I want to, oh, my battery's running low on this already. Right, I've got to panic now. Oh my days, everything's happening now. I can't afford this to drop. And now this cable won't reach. Oh my days, I'm having a mare. I hope that is taking it in. Allow, continue. Allow. Don't allow. Don't allow. Okay. Let's see. Right, there we go. Right. Oh my god. See if that works. Oh, I'm going to miss the start. I'm going to be pissed. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Continue. Not now. Why is there no sound? Okay, I got it. Sorry, guys. Oh my god. Right, that was a mission. Right, I've got it on. Steve, massive thank you to you. I thought it was only available on Sky. I do remember seeing something about that. It's just that it makes it easier now you've told me that I've got it on here. So that means I can go back on here. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm able to give a better commentary with a live feed like this. So Steve, a massive thank you for you to let me know that, because I thought it was just on Sky. So it's just easier this way. Come on. Right, here we go. All right, I did it. Let me just get this. The liners are up. Oh, I didn't have to do that. It did come up in the end. It doesn't matter. I've got it anyway. So I'm just going to put the lineups here. I've got to be careful. I hope this thing is connected. If it's not, I'm in trouble. Right, the lineups I've got here. I haven't put in the chat because with this device I can't. The lineups for Arsenal is Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis-Skelly. So that's a strong back four, I think, for Arsenal. So they should do well. Partey in the midfield with either side of Rice and Odegaard, Martinelli, Havertz and Trossard. Of course, no, they've got Bukayo Saka injured. Still no starting lineup for Tierney there. I wonder if he might leave Arsenal, Tierney. Eddie Howe's gone for, strong lineup. Isak, Gordon, Jacob Murphy, Willock, Tonali, Joelinton, Livramento, Botman, Burns and Halls at back four, and Dubravka as the goalkeeper. Of course, they've got injuries as well, but they've got options on the bench. Almiron, Longstaff, Trippier, Barnes. So they've got some good options there. What's your prediction, people in the chat, everyone? People, you probably said it already and I haven't acknowledged it. Do apologise. Right. Steve's gone. I've got in 1-0 to Arsenal. Here we don't call it ITV, we call it STV. Yeah. I've heard of that, but I wasn't sure. Yeah. And big up to you, Steve. Thank you very much for letting me know that. Because, oh Lord, now this one's signing out. What's going on? Right. Okay, they've got that done. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C Palace. And actually, I'm going to try something else. Where's my headphones? Oh Lord, 1 second. It's this one. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if I can get this going this way. Oh, I've got to be careful I don't show this. Get in trouble. Can you see that? No, good. I'm just going to try a backup because if I lose this one, then at least I've got yeah, Ethan Waneri is not playing tonight, so that's going to be disappointing for the Arsenal fans. I think Mikel Arteta is a little bit jinxed with players. They get injured. Perhaps not, but can't get this to work. I'm going to give up with this one. Alright, it doesn't work. So plan B doesn't work. Alright, I'll just stick with plan A and hope this one doesn't go to pot. But right, where can I put this? What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that there. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. Kickoff is about to start off. It is a watch along for it's a watch along. I tried to start early today, but I couldn't do it. My prediction before kickoff, having looked at both lineups, very strong lineup for both. Of course, both have got injuries. Apparently, is there VAR? I think there is VAR tonight. Well, if we had VAR, we would have that second goal. As I say, probably keep barking on about it. I do, but ooh, no, I'm going Arsenal. I'm going Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2. I just got a feeling that it's this year it's time for Newcastle to get to a final, and but this is a strong lineup from Arsenal, I think, and of course there's been a lot of animosity between Arsenal fans and here it goes, kick-off. Here it says kick-off. Unbelievable. And it's the first leg. So this is a 2-legged semi-final. I didn't know that. I thought it was only be 1 leg. But here's the ball coming forward. The crowd is up for it. I think you can hear the Arsenal fans there at the Emirates, and of course the Newcastle United travelling fans at the Emirates. Please subscribe at Diego C Palace. Help me get to 5 likes if you can. Let me make sure I got the chat. Everyone in the chat mentioned. How do I do live chat? I don't know how to bring it up. See what it is, the chat goes and then it disappears, so I can't see. I don't know, I'm looking forward to this. I mean, I'm gutted that my Palace is not there instead of Arsenal, of course. But this is, I'm just got a hunch that Newcastle, it's time that they get to a final, and obviously, oh, that's a foul there, surely. Havertz there just clipping. Big up to ST. Oh, good evening, ST. I hope you're well and Happy New Year to you. Oh no, how do I do this? I'm using a new device and it's not really working out. I think after today I might not stop using this one. Live chat. And okay, so he says we're good. Happy New Year, ST. And he says Steve FC have reached an agreement with Crystal Palace. Yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that. I'll go into. It keeps going away, so I can't see it. Alexander Isak. Oh. Risk for Mark Gay transfer winners for a fee of 57 million has been accepted, and the two clubs are now finalising a deal with Gahey. Yeah, I think what it is, given the fact that Gahey came from Chelsea, I think it's favourable for both parties for the deal to be done within both teams. And of course, it has to be right for Mark Gahey. He won't want to go anywhere unless he's fine about that. But it's I think the way the contracts were signed when he left Chelsea to go to Crystal Palace, it favours both sides. If Mark Gahey chose to go to Newcastle or say Liverpool, as Isak on the right hand side of the penalty area of Arsenal, and Joelinton, and he woofs it well up into the air, and yeah, so it's it looks like it is happening. I hope Crystal Palace get to keep Trevor Chabala. I'm using an old iPhone. Live chat. Oh, he's not. All right, that's it. Right, you're in trouble. Right, that's it. You trolled me and you got me. Oh, no, you got me. Look. Right, that's it. Right, that is it. Hats off. Right, my sleeves are coming up now. You trolled me real good. Look, transfer window for a Crystal Palace fan. It's not like being in the transfer window for a Tottenham Hotspur fan, for an Arsenal fan, because no one wants their players. Like, real talk. Look into my eye. Then here comes Jammy Chelsea coming into it, poaching a player here, poaching another one there. And I've heard that there's a lot of interest in the last 24 hours, definitely, from Fabrizio Romano. Big up to Fabrizio, from other good sources. And the way you dropped it, I thought, oh, here we go. To bring him home. No, football's not coming home for you. Look, you've got no room in your stadium, in your changing room. Right, I'm going to get you back, STE. Right, I have to get you back. You got me there. You got me there. Our hands up there. Right, that's it. I'm so glad now that my Crystal Palace got a point off you at the bridge. And of course, I'm still upset over dropping 2 points. You didn't just drop points at Selhurst Park. You dropped another 2 points at your bridge. I mean, oh my days. No, really. You got a good player, a good manager there. I think he's undermining some of your players, I have to say. Publicly talking about his ex-striker at the former club that he used to manage. And Nicholas Jackson. He doesn't talk to him very much positively. But it wouldn't surprise me. I know you trolled me. You got me there, but respect to you, man. Right, I'll have to get you back. Did you go to the game? I was at both. Oh, you was working. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I was. Sorry to hear that. Yes, I went to both. I was at the bridge earlier on in the season, and I was at the bridge. I've actually done the video of your players arriving. Feel free to have a look. But that was a glad you was like, yeah, you should. Once you went ahead, your team kind of you didn't push forward like the Liverpool sides and sometimes the Arsenal, but not always, but mostly Liverpool. And you should have pushed for a second goal, but you never. And we did ride our chances. I can't deny Crystal Palace, but I'm very happy with the way we held out. Yeah, I've put the video of all your Chelsea players arriving at Selhurst Park. I've got loads of other content there. I've got to upload, but I'm a little bit behind all the other previous matches as well. I've got to catch up. Was one of my New Year's resolutions is to upload everything timely fashion, but I'm behind. And it's Lewis Hill on the left-hand side, crosses it into the penalty area. and Saliba gets a big leg in there. But yeah, the equaliser for Crystal Palace against jammy Chelsea fans. It's into the box, and it was a sweet, very tasty finger licking pass from Ebrieze to, of course, Jean-Philippe Mateta. And now these are my proper glasses. Thank you for asking. I have got two pairs, but this is the ones that I can see you. I can see, but I didn't see you trolling me there on Mark Gahey, and I have to get you back. I'll tell you, when we get to the FA Cup final, Crystal Palace, if it's up against Chelsea, you're going down. We're going to get you back. That'll be my get back time to you. It is still Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 0. My prediction is Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2. I just got a hunch that it's time that Newcastle got to a final, and actually I didn't know. I just found out this is a two-legged semi-final. So because this is a two-legged semi-finals, I wonder if Mikel Arteta, given the strength that he's put in his squad there, I'm with you. I think Newcastle. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not taking any away from Arsenal. Of course, I'm a little bit bitter. But having said that, when I said that prediction, I only thought that there was only one leg. Right, let's not shake a leg, eh? Stick a leg out, shake a leg, to left to right, to me to you. Oh my days! And well, there you go. No, I'm not gonna flip flop. At Diego C. Palace, I'm not like a Chelsea fan. I'm not like an Arsenal fan. I am so not like a Manchester United fan. I mean, the Manchester United fans, don't they like to flip flop? And the Arsenal fans, they flip flop all the time on their players, on their managers. Real talk. Oh my God. Anyway, but I am definitely no, I'm not going to flip flop. At Diego C. Palace, I don't flip flop on my predictions, on my picks. And I'm going for Arsenal 1, Newcastle 2. So, Martinelli. Oh, target practice. Oh, my God, Saliba nearly. How did he not score there? And Havertz there got smothered there in the 6-yard area. Let's have a look at this. 2 pops on the goal. And this is the new drill of Arsenal set pieces. And there's so many bodies there. And, oh, was that a handball? No, it wasn't. Hall for Newcastle. Excuse me. Target practice. Saliba there. Hall there. Very good getting a block in there. And then the goalkeeper coming in after Havertz coming in for seconds. So, yeah, very interesting. Please hit the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Where's the other phone gone? Oh. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Sorry. I do hope that I've got a battery going on that, because if it doesn't, then I'm going to lose all of you. Let me just... I've got to be careful not to show what I'm actually looking at, because I might get in trouble. And there's Newcastle in the penalty area of Arsenal on the right-hand side. Livramento, Tonali. And why isn't this working? Oh, here we go. Oh, let's turn the volume down. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Let me get to 5 likes if you can. This Arsenal versus Newcastle first leg in the League Cup. I wonder where the second leg is. I'm watching on Sky Sports. Oh, big up to you, Steve, there. No, I'm watching on ITV. And Steve, I can't thank you enough for you mentioning that it's on ITV, because my plan was to use a headphone on a different device, and then that's failed me. So if I'd gone that way, I would have had no image at all. I have got, of course, the TV, the terrestrial TV, but then It's a hassle to connect this Bluetooth to the... and I haven't got the long headphones no more, so... It's Arsenal on the attack. Martinelli on the left-hand side. Martinelli in the penalty area. He crosses it in, but it's... I think that was Burns. They're heading the ball out. Not heading, kicking the ball to touch. A corner for Arsenal. I'm on 12 minutes. Now. I'm on 12 minutes now. And... the set-piece coach for Arsenal is giving instructions there. He's probably taken over from Mikel Arteta. What the Arsenal players is some of them stay around the penalty area and some run in. Oh, nearly free header there. And then that avoids players from being close to... so basically that's what it is. Arsenal are a set-piece side now. You'd think that they'll be set up to play from and win the game in open play. Of course, no Ethan, not Waneri, and also no Bukayo Saka. Oh, that's a free header there. He just couldn't. He just got underneath it, and there was two other players there. Timber there, getting it over the crossbar, way over the crossbar, if I may say so. There. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Gordon on the ball, left hand side for Newcastle. There's no one up there with him, but he's cutting into the penalty area. He's got space. Murphy on the ball. Oh, he's played it behind. Oh, he's played it behind the player. Nah, the surprise is made now. Arsenal have got back now in numbers. Arsenal are very quick. It's early in the game, so they're not slow from the transition of attack to defence to get back and get in formation of 4 at the back. Both teams playing 4 at the back. Tonali versus Partey really in the midfield battles. Havertz on the ball. Good press, good attack, good intensity from the Newcastle United players whilst off the ball. And that comes from Eddie Howe. He's a very good goalkeeper manager. I think he should be the England manager's hat. Martinelli on the left-hand side. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. And also help me get to 2,000 subscribers if you could. And, oh, 1 minute, just pouring my drink here. Without spilling it all over the place. What's happened to my drink? Oh, it's over there. Right, cheers to everyone. Got my Crystal Palace. If you know, you know. oh, Newcastle United. He's got Lewis Hall. And how did he not score? And this is Tonali, and he wolfs it into Rosed. There was I heard some whispers about Tonali maybe he'd been linked away from Newcastle. I'll tell you what, because we're in the transfer window, Alexander Isak, I think that quite a few Arsenal fans would like to have Alexander Isak. I should pronounce his name properly. And I'm thinking, if he can score a brace of goals in this leg and the next leg, I think the Arsenal fans will probably be saying, look, can we go and get this player, please? But I expect Newcastle won't let him go. Mikel Arteta is always literally on the pitch. Why is Mikel Arteta never told off? He's literally on the pitch. He's on the pitch. He's touching the sideline. Mikel Arteta is always on the pitch. Look, he's literally on the pitch. He's literally on the pitch. I'm going to take a picture of it. And he just doesn't. He just wants to get on the pitch. Why is he not the only manager in the Premier League that never gets pulled up on that? There's a rule for Mikel Arteta. This is what I say. They always get the VAR decisions. And I think I can see this match going, that the VAR, or if there is VAR, but the refereeing decisions going away from Newcastle. And Newcastle United fans will tell you about those decisions. That's hurt them in the past. And there's a rule for Mikel Arteta and the Arsenal players, and there's a rule for everyone else. Literally, he was on the pitch. Arsenal were playing with an extra man. Look, it's still there. He just doesn't. He just, because he's at home, he just doesn't stand in his technical area. Right. I'm on 16 minutes 44. Please help me get to 5 likes if you can. And let me just make sure I haven't missed anyone's chat. How do you do it? Live chat, super chat, live chat. No, it's this one. And he said, it's because he's hold on a minute. He's a Lego man. Hold on a minute. Hold on. I hope you didn't get a copyright strike for this, Diego. No, I don't think I have. I'm watching in Diego's Classes 2020. No, I don't think I have. And a draw would be better for Newcastle and the second half. Yeah, I would suppose so. But I think he hasn't benched anyone or saved anyone. I don't think Eddie Howe really. If you look at the substitute bench, from what I said, both teams have gone with a strong lineup in my opinion. Because he's a Lego man. Yeah, he dyes his hair, isn't it? There's no one with the amount of stress that he puts himself in this job, and also, yeah, he dyes his hair, isn't it? He probably spends more time. I mean, I don't know what it's called when people dye their hair. A perm or something, I think it's called. And then he probably spends with his players. And that's Raya playing that to Rice. Gabriel on the ball on the left-hand side. Back to Rice. Partey. Thomas Partey is very deep, in my opinion. Oh, he's moving up now, Dan. I don't know. I'm going to stick with Arsenal 1. I think the problem with these thinks he's Johnny Bravo without the muscles. Yeah, I mean, you see those videos of Mikel Arteta in that where they show him in his changing room shouting, the way he shouts at the players. I mean, you wouldn't shout to an animal like that, let alone inspire them to actually do their job properly. And I've got a feeling that some of the Arsenal players, they probably just laugh behind his back. Oh, someone's got a yellow card here, maybe. 2 players are down. Martinelli. Should Martinelli get yellow here? Let's have a look. Arsenal were in possession of the ball. No, the Newcastle United player won the ball. You didn't waste time. Now on the Netflix series, did you? No, there you see. There you go. I've seen clips of it. I haven't watched the whole thing, and I was just like, nah. The Newcastle United fans there are saying same old Arsenal, always cheating. Newcastle player won the ball clearly, and Martinelli went in and tried and chopped off the player of the Newcastle. Eddie Howe's out there with his notepad. See, he doesn't use. You can actually zoom into what he's writing. He's got a Bic pen. You know, there's the blue Bic pen, plastic little pens, and a little bit of a notepad, paper notepad. Mikel Arteta, of course, uses that touchpad, doesn't it? And oh, there we go. Odegaard, I know this was the ball. Trossard on the ball. Trying to cross it in. Seen out for a corner by Willock. Oh yeah, Willock. Didn't he used to play for Arsenal? And here comes in the corner. Of course, what Arsenal are the set piece merchants galore. And what they do is they run away at the back post before the ball's crossed over, and as Odegaard makes the kick, what happens is they all run into the areas where they expect the ball to be. So Newcastle just basically got just stand in their positions, and Let's have a look. Ball goes into the back post. Keeper, Dubravka, punches both the ball out. But Lewis-Skelly there. Good turn there. Oh, he fed the ball through and he couldn't. It was too hard. It was a little bit too much, but good vision there by the youngster Lewis-Skelly. Very confident on the ball. Nice little turn from him. And yeah, look, good right foot. He does everything with his, with his left foot, I should say. What an amazing prospect there, Lewis-Skelly there. But Mikel Arteta just have so many players, young players injured. Bukayo Saka, Ethan Nwaneri, and here is Arsenal in attack. And Newcastle United a bit under the weather here because Newcastle can't get out of their half at the moment, in control of the ball. And it's interesting to see what they might do. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. If you can, please help me get to 5 likes, if you can. Rice on the ball. Rice on the ball. Lewis-Skelly. He's only 17 or 18. He's very young, but very mature on his control of the ball and passing of the ball. And I expect that's why they're picking him to play there. But then there is other players that are injured. Tierney can't get a game at the moment. And this is a ball. Murphy on the right-hand side on the overlap. And he's going to the penalty area of Arsenal. Overstepping on it. And he crosses it in. And he wins Newcastle United. And Isak was saying, isn't that a penalty? Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Could there be a penalty here? Is there actually any VAR? Let's have a look. Isak is coming in. Oh, yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul on Isak. How is that not a foul? Right in front of the referee. He just pulled his leg. He just pulled his arm and pulled him around. And the referee's jogging right behind him. He doesn't see it. Oh, he wasn't in the penalty area, so that's why they're not checking it. But there is VAR. That's ridiculous. The referee's only 5 or 10 yards. This is what I'm talking about. Newcastle United fans will be saying to everybody, there's a decision that's gone against them. So decisions for Arsenal and everybody else has the rule book. That should have been a foul on Isak on the edge of the penalty area. Still Arsenal 0, Newcastle 0 on 24 minutes. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. And I thought, because of the volume of games in the Premier League and whatnot, I thought that they had reduced all these games to just one game, and also that it was after the game it would be straight into penalties, no extra time, to save the legs of the players, because there's so many cup competitions, so many domestic games in the Premier League, of course, and then you've got the FA Cup, and then you've got the Champions League, and then you've got all these other European competitions. So to sort of balance and to avoid the players getting injured, I suppose. But it's no, it looks like it is a two-legged. Lewis-Skelly's just got fouled there. A little tap. No. Oh, no. No more football for me. 2 legs is fair. Oh, you're a leg person then. I'm not saying anything. You said it. You trolled me at the beginning of this, so I'm trolling you back. STE likes the two legs. I'm only saying what you... Unbelievable. I'm going to get you back, STE. I'm going to get you back for that. I won't forget. Unbelievable. Jamminess of Chelsea players. But it could happen, actually, towards it. I wish if it is going to happen, he'd go into perhaps to Chelsea. I wish they did it early in the transfer window. So then we can see to get through. We got Chadid Riyad, the Moroccan international, coming back. Now they get another free kick. Joelinton. Joelinton needs to be careful because in the last match, Joelinton sort of elbowed someone right in the. Alexander Isak is saying, what happened to Durham? I don't know what Mikel Arteta is arguing there. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Odegaard. Trossard. No, they've lost the ball. Oh no, they won it again. Trossard on the ball. Gabriel from a distance, but it's way wide. But if this is what I mean, from open play, Arsenal attacking, the only way they can attack is by pressing the position high, and then their fullbacks or wing-backs, in essence, no, just the fullbacks, having a pop on goal from about 10 or 20 yards outside the opponent's penalty area. Newcastle will have that all day. Easy. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Kind of dreading these watch-alongs because I'm eating too much. Need to go for a jog in the morning. Literally. Raya. Woof. Rice wins the ball there. Good press by Arsenal on the way. 2 versus 2. Can he finish? Oh, it hits the post. It hits the upright. It hits the upright. How is Martinelli not scored there for Arsenal? Arsenal fans, do you need a striker? Do you need a... If you look in the Premier League, in the top 10 goal scorers of the Premier League, there is not an Arsenal player that is in the top 10. And there you have Martinelli, one-on-one with the keeper. He picked his spot. Good shot on target. Well, not really, I suppose, because he didn't go in, I suppose. And he hit the post. And Mikel Arteta there doing a little twirl there. Is he on come dancing there on his touchline? He did a little twirl there, then he went back and he went clapping for his player. I can't get my chocolate. My chocolate's out. No. Oh, there we go. And here's Arsenal on the attack on the left-hand side here. Lewis-Skelly. That's a lovely little pass there for Martinelli. You can always see it's a good pass because the player receiving the ball doesn't change the stride as he's running along. And Havertz, Trossard, Odegaard, and he hits it into Rosette. I'll tell you something. How is Arsenal not goal up? Do they need to go and buy a striker? Do they need Alexander Isak? Do they need a Vicaresh, the Sporting striker? There's a few Newcastle fans behind them, and they've taken their top off. I mean, it's absolutely freezing out there. Real talk. Arsenal corner coming in. Their usual run up to the thing. And the keeper... Oh, the keeper's lost it. Oh, it's a back heel. Anything can happen now. Oh, how did Arsenal not score? How is Arsenal not scored in the first 30 minutes? They need a striker. They need someone that can put the ball in the back of the net. I'll tell you what. With all these misses, Newcastle United will be saying, let's just go out the other end and just, against the flow of play, let's get a lead here. But at the moment, they can't get out their own half. They can't get hold of the ball at the moment. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Oh, 1 minute, what happened there? Lewis-Skelly, Declan Rice, Martinelli. No one's moving for Martinelli. He's got options to pass the ball back, but there's not enough movement in front of him. To the back post, and Dubravka. I wonder where Dubravka is from. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. This is a watch along for the first leg of the League Cup between a semi-final between Arsenal and Newcastle United. It's 0-0, 32 minutes, and this is Newcastle trying to get hold of the ball and play the ball out of their half, and they're having difficulty, but it's still 0-0. Arsenal fans out there will be asking themselves, how have they not scored? Are they going to buy a striker to score? As I say, in the top 10 of goal scorers in the Premier League, there isn't one Arsenal player in the top 10 of goals scored. Joelinton there. Partey, he loses the ball. Partey's lost the ball, and Newcastle on the break. Look, Mikel Arteta's literally on the pitch there. And it's a charge for Newcastle. Oh, Gordon would have been offside. That's why he leaves it. And he goes out for a corner. Good defending there from Saliba. Seeing the ball out there for Arsenal. Please hit a like and subscribe. Back heel there. They're showing a repeat. And please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 0. I am still hopeful that there'll be plenty of goals here, but there isn't. As a neutral, of course. But it's... I mean, Arsenal could easily be 2 goals, 3 goals up in the first 30 minutes. We're on 34 minutes now. Well, I am anyway. Please hit a like and subscribe at the Diego C. Palace. And I'll tell you something. Wouldn't it be against the run of play now? Newcastle are starting. They've pegged Arsenal a little bit back, and they're playing the ball in front of them in the Arsenal half. I mean, that's not going to really trouble Arsenal. You can see the formation, very, very organised. The Arsenal formation. Everyone knows what position they should be in. And now they're pressing the ball high, trying to play the ball through. And lost the ball. Isak couldn't get to that. Mind you, I think the referee was in the way, kind of a little bit. Oh, I should have brought a little plate. Oh, I might have to go down. But I have to say, Eddie Howe's turned it around a little bit. Cheers to everyone. Happy New Year if you're out there. Rice is complaining that his shirt was pulled. And he's been penalised. And Newcastle getting away here. Rice is arguing. Ball over the top there towards the penalty area. And Alexander Isak couldn't get hold of that. Timber on the ball. Timber on the ball. He passes it out. Now Partey on the ball. Playing deep there. He's coming a bit more into the midfield area now of the formation that they're playing. Partey's holding on to the ball. When Partey got hold of the ball there, he needs a bit more speed in him. Get the ball up, get the ball, look for a run. And defensively, he's a good, but attacking-wise, I don't think he is. I think he's gone off a bit. It's Newcastle defending. Oh, well done. Oh, lovely football. Referee, where's your card? Lewis Hall, lovely feet there on the ball there, nearly on the halfway line. And look, he's holding him. He's holding him all over him. And then he lets go of him. Why didn't the Arsenal player get a yellow card? I don't understand. Happy New Year to everybody. And I hope this cable is charging my phone. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble in a minute. The phone will probably just die. And you know what? I'm actually going to plug it into this one because this one is more reliable. If I can find it. Botman! Isak! I told you! What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Alexander Isak has just put the Arsenal fans in the mud. I'll tell you something. They're all saying to themselves, why is it that there is no Arsenal playing the top 10 in the Premier League scorers? And Alexander Isak, of course, he's there. This is something that Arsenal haven't got. Against the run of play, Arsenal are 1-0 down at home at the Emirates. 750 million net spent by Arteta in 4 or 5 years. He earns over £10 million a year and he hasn't landed a trophy at Arsenal. And this is what a flick on their lovely little quick feet. And I'm sorry, that's bad defending by Arsenal. They're bystanders. Oh, lovely little flick there. That is oh, see, they were too preoccupied trying to foul the Newcastle player. Alexander Isak does not need to be told where the goal's at that close range, one-on-one with the keeper. Oh, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? The Arsenal fans are just standing there all sucking on a lemon. I'll tell you something. They must be thinking, when are they going to sign a striker? And that is their target man there. Alexander Isak, he is on fire this season. And he has been unlocked by Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe, of course, should be managing England. And here they go again. This could be a second for Newcastle United. Alexander Isak. And Isak on ball. Coming over. Passes it over to Gordon. Gordon has lost it on the penalty area. And against and this is Mikel Arteta. Look, he's on the pitch. Why is the referee not giving the referee should go over to Arteta and give him a yellow card. You have to ask the questions. And I'll tell you something. Unbelievable. Let me have a look at another little goal here. Ball comes over. Header on by Newcastle player. No one getting seconds for Arsenal in the back four. And this is just taking the biscuit for Arsenal players. For Arsenal to be asking that there was some holding going on. Oh, do me a favour. Do me a favour. Did you not see the earlier opportunity earlier on when Alexander Isak, his whole arm was nearly pulled out of his shoulder joint, and he was like, "Ref, didn't you see that?" And Arsenal now are complaining about holding. Oh, do me a favour. And apparently they tried to review it, but they went with their on switch. And this is Arsenal over the top, and the keeper comes out, Dubravka. I'm going to Google to find out where that name is from. Please help me get to 5 likes if you are new. Top live chat. Yes, big up to you, STE says goal, or she says goal. And then Arsenal had chances to score. Absolutely, Steve. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers. And I'll tell you something. 40 minutes in, Arsenal with the majority of the possession. They had they could easily have been 3-0 up in, I would say, about 33 minutes into the match. Not just at 30 minutes, a bit further. They had so many opportunities, and they don't have a goal scorer. I bet don't say it too loud. They might come in for JP, John Philippe Mateta at Crystal Palace. You're not having him, Arsenal fans. You're not having John P. He's our Mbappe, mate. You can't have him. Right, I'm going to plug this in before the whole thing dies. Martinelli on the ball. Martinelli earlier on had a one-on-one with the keeper, and he fluffed his lines. He hit the post. Oh, well, that's the wrong cable. Oh, I'm having one of those days. I'm having I have to ask, if there's any Arsenal fans out there in the chat, watching on playback or watching live, why haven't you signed a striker? Oh, I'm going to miss a goal here if I don't hurry up. Right, here we go. Let's see if that plugs in. Right, that should work. Because the thing is, the other lead might not work. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Oh, hello. Thomas Partey, wasn't he fouled? Look at the way he went forward. He went, oh, and then he fell a little. Oh, my God. How is the referee giving a yellow card now to a Newcastle player? I'll tell you, the previous fouls by Joelinton actually were due a yellow card. But this one, look at it. He just sort of rubs his left legs and then he goes down. Look, the contact is on his right leg and then he actually goes down. What a dive. What a dive. Just, he basically felt the contact on his left foot, took 2 steps and he thought, oh, you know what, I'm coming into the penalty area here. Eat your chin. And then Thomas Partey said, I'm an Arsenal fan. Wallop. He goes down like a salmon onto the pitch and Arsenal have got themselves a free kick in a dangerous area about 5 yards in front of the Newcastle United goal. 5 yards outside, sorry, I should say outside the penalty area. A bit to the left-hand side. Look at it in slow motion, how Thomas Partey decided to scratch his chin and say, I think I can get myself a free kick here. And then up he goes in the air and wallop, he gets onto the grass like a salmon. That's how it is. Red salmon because they're wearing red. Unbelievable. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. No substitutions thus far. We're into coming up to 43 minutes 30 seconds. Only one card there. 43 minutes for Joelinton. I don't think that was a yellow card, because I think what should have been given like a diving card should be for Thomas Partey. I'm not. Oh, Odegaard, and it hits the wall. Absolute waste of opportunity. The Arsenal fans will be fuming with that. At least make the keeper work for it. David Raya pumps the ball, long ball, set piece merchants, the Arsenal players. And my prediction was Newcastle United 2, Arsenal 1. And I wonder if I don't think they're away goal. Oh, back post, and it goes away, and the goalkeeper, what a save by Dubravka. What a save by Dubravka. What a sensational stop. And there's a ball there. Oh, he couldn't get the ball up to from Isak. And he's saying it's handball. And I know he's just fouled the player. He couldn't get the ball up to Willock, ex-Arsenal. Big up to Boxthorn Cutter, the Toon. I tell you, my prediction was, it still is, because I don't flip-flop like the Arsenal fans and the Chelsea fans and the Arsenal fans, and certainly like the Manchester United fans. And Liverpool fans don't even get me going with them. But here, Diego C. Palace, box cutter there, I actually went for Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2, and 2 minutes of minimal additional added time. I never know how to pronounce that, say that properly. And here it says, box thorn cutter says, Toon. I'll tell you something, real talk. Do you know what? I'm going to get the damn thing out. Because I tell you what, I probably will jinx it though. Here's they're in front. Oh, that's not a foul. How is that a foul? The Arsenal player's gone down like he's been shot. Newcastle need to just hold the ball. Why did you give it away? Isak, that's a corner, that's a throw in for. I tell you what, I've got the old tuner here. It's not tuned in though, so I don't think I can play it. I haven't tuned it for a long time. I tell you what, I'm gonna play a little tune there. I tell you what, this is the tune for the Arsenal fans. I'll tell you something. This is the tune. Let me hear a minute. Oh, that's a foul, I think, on the Newcastle United defender, surely. Gabriel there, and what a save there by Dubravka there. When that goal went in for Newcastle, this is what the Arsenal fans were listening to. That's what it was. That was the tune. That is what the I tell you, I don't understand why Arsenal fans have not asked for a striker from their football club. There's a player down there for Arsenal. He's back on his feet. I couldn't see who it was, so I was trying to play a Doom tune for. Nah, this is so bad at a tune, man. Unbelievable. I'm going to leave this alone because it's not tuned. That is so not tuned. I've got to tune the guitar. I can't play it anyway, so it probably sounded bad anyway. Alexander Isak there. You can see the steam coming out of him. Just making a few. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Oh, it doesn't let you. What's going on here? Oh, never mind. That's clever. Right, there you go. Unbelievable. Look, my prediction was Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2. And against the possessional field of play in the first half, I mean, Arsenal should have also... let me just... While that's going on... Actually, I'm going to just charge this up while we're on break. And then I can talk about... Ah, shut up. Shut up. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Shut up. Oh my God! I nearly had a heart attack there because I took the headphones. I'm such an amateur. Of course, it's gonna. If I take off the Bluetooth thing, the sound is gonna go up. Should have just muted it. Cool, nearly had a heart attack there. I don't think it was audible long enough. But if you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'll tell you something, the Arsenal fans, I don't understand why they've not called for their football club to buy a striker. I said it at the beginning of this match that my prediction was Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2, because I just had a hunch and feeling that Alexander Isak was going to just do not go mad and scoring like a hat-trick, but I think it's going to be the difference from both sides. Now, Arsenal, before Alexander Isak has scored for Newcastle United, Arsenal had, I think, about 4 opportunities and possibly, let me just quickly look at the stats. But I don't really look at the stats. I'm just looking at what I remember, what I saw on the field of play. Arsenal had at least 3 opportunities and possibly 2 good opportunities on target. Martinelli hitting that right post for 1, and it's the possession is all at Arsenal over half, but I just have to say I'm looking at the squad depth of Arsenal. Have they got anyone as good or better than Alexander Isak? Thought in the first half. That's what I'm on now, Steve. Big up to you. Hope you're well. I'm saying, yeah, I'm looking at the person that's made a difference. And that's Alexander Isak between these two sides. So I'm looking at Arsenal. They've got Havertz, Gabriel, Martinelli, and for some reason, the man who scored all those goals against my Crystal Palace in that week when we lost twice to Arsenal, Gabriel Jesus, he's on the bench. If Newcastle get the second, they have a chance to reach the final. This is how close it is, and this is where it could be. And but my point being is, in this first half, with the field players that are out there on the pitch, the difference is Alexander Isak of both sides. Partey, I think, has done well in midfield, but when he gets the ball, he's too slow on getting the ball upfield. He can't pick a pass, in my opinion, quick enough in respect to the transition from defence to attack that Arsenal would like to play. And I think secretly, I don't think Mikel Arteta actually likes Partey. He's just playing him because he's got no other option, quite frankly. But why did Mikel Arteta didn't start with Gabriel Jesus? Maybe he's carrying an injury. I don't know, but because he's been scoring lots, he's given the decision to Kai Havertz. I don't think Kai Havertz is better than Alexander Isak. I don't know what people think in the chat, and that's the difference. I'm looking on the substitute bench for Gabriel Jesus, but then Mikel Arteta will be saying, I can't risk Gabriel Jesus grabbing an injury, so I'll play somebody else up top. And but these players are on major wages there. Please help me get to 5 likes if you can. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace there, and the commentary team out there talking. They've got Les Ferdinand. Remember the goals they used to score for Tottenham Hotspur. Very good striker there. And let's have a look. Isak there. Is he onside? Yeah, of course it is. The ball comes over. What holding? Some of the Arsenal players were arguing that someone was holding them up, and it was the other way around. I can see what it was, but they weren't interfering with the game. That's what happened to us. Thomas Partey was holding. That's Hall. Yeah, Thomas Partey was holding Hall, but they were both holding each other up here like that, and but they weren't interfering with the ball as it was coming over them. This is what happened when Virgil van Dijk pulled the arm of Mark Gay. He literally nearly pulled his arm out his shoulder socket, and the referee said, nothing seen here. And Mark Gay was like, you nearly took my arm off in the penalty area at Selhurst Park. Do you know what I mean? Because Liverpool fans always get VAR decisions and referee decisions. They always get it. Anyway, let's get back to the match on hand. But anyway, so this is what happened here. But no, that shouldn't be a foul because it's nothing interfering. That's what all happens to us as well, Palace. So there's teachings there. And that Gabriel attempt, Martinelli hits the post. 1 touch, 2 touch. He's at pace Hall. And on the 3rd attempt of a stroke, he hits the ball onto the upright. And oh my days. Oh my days. If you have, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Gabriel Martinelli, a very good player, very good prospect player there, no doubt. But I'll tell you something. All right, let me put it to you this way. If Alexander Isak was playing for Arsenal and he had that run on the keeper, one-on-one, logic dictates, having watched all the Star Trek series, real talk, logic dictates that Alexander Isak would have 9 out of 10 times buried that opportunity. Martinelli, 6 out of 10 opportunity will get it in the net. And that's the difference. What I don't understand is there's some parts of the play of Arsenal that they're relentless in how they play through the lines, and well, they're set piece merchants at the moment, like literally, because they haven't got a striker. And this is what I mentioned at the beginning. This is what swayed me to give my goal prediction of Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2. It's because Arsenal don't have an Arsenal player in the top 10 of top scorers at present in the Premier League. There isn't an Arsenal player in there. The last time I looked. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe there is one now. But there isn't one. And so that's what it is. If you're new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 5 likes if you can. It is Arsenal 0. They should have scored at least 2 goals in the first 33 minutes. And then on what time did he score the goal? It was on 37 minutes there. 5 minutes later, bish bash bosh. Arsenal fans are in the mud. Let me see. Isak there plays the ball up. This is the oh no, sorry, they're playing replays. Oh, what a goal. He still had to do some, Alexander Isak. He had to run at pace, let the ball run in front of him, and then pick his spot. And calmly, he had to be a very good goalkeeper in Raya. And I'll tell you something. I'm wondering. I love watching. Paul Brady. Good evening. Where's my malt? It's a little malt. There's just a one. Cheers to you. I'll tell you something. And you're not having Mark Gay here. I've already been trolled today. Big up to STE. At the beginning of my watch along, he said Mark Gay here. Actually, he just heard breaking news. Mark Gay has signed for Chelsea, and I was like, no, he's not going to Liverpool. He's not going to there. I'll tell you that. Good evening. It's just a one, by the way. I'll tell you, man. I'm eating too much. And well, no, it's just having just a one, he said. But anyway, but I was talking about, yeah, so then I got trolled because I got told that Mark Gahey was packing his bag and the Uber was outside Selhurst Park on its way to the bridge. But anyway, I'm actually going to do a video on Mark Gahey's linked to Chelsea. I'll do it tomorrow morning. I want to try and get into the habit of doing the, what do they call it? The thumbnails before you actually do the video or the thing. And I have actually done a thumbnail for this live watch-along, but on this old thing, I tried to transfer it. I got the picture transferred here, but the thing won't let me upload it. I think I've got to delete something. Oh, I don't know anyway. But please help me get to 5 likes if you can in the chat, or if you're watching on playback, please hit like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. But big up to Tom Brady. Oh, how do I do this? He says, evening, sir, and I love watching Arsenal getting beat. Look, at the beginning of this, I said Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2, and I was on the assumption that both teams have been strong on the lineup out there. But the reason why I went for Newcastle United is I had a hunch, I said it, that it's time for Newcastle to get to a final and just see what happens in the final. I don't know whether they'll win the final. Quite frankly, who's the other two in the other two semi-finals? I don't know. I should really know that. Sorry, I can't remember. But anyway, but it's time for Newcastle United to get to the final and do the business. For not because I have anything to do with Newcastle. I've worked with Geordie fans, and they once you talk football with them, they just rabbit, like West Ham fans, rabbit, and they don't do any blooming work. So if you work with a Geordie, with a Newcastle fan, don't bring up football, because if you do, you end up doing their share load of work. But anyway, they're due a trip to Wembley and to get to a final, I suppose. Now, after 33 minutes, Liverpool versus Spurs. Thank you for you see that one. I expect Liverpool to win that, but I think there's two things. I'll go into that in a minute. Thanks for letting me know that. But I was talking about the difference between Newcastle United and Arsenal in this match. And after the 37-minute goal of Alexander Isak, Isak. Let's get it right. If you look at the Arsenal bench and the Arsenal lineup, there's no one on that squad in depth, anywhere near to the levels of Alexander Isak. So I have to ask the question to Arsenal fans: if you're serious about going for the Champions League, if you're serious about winning a Premier League, it's not because I'm saying it, not because I'm asking a question. I'm pretty sure the last time I looked, only like a day ago or 2 days ago, there is not one Arsenal player in the top 10 goal scorers of number of goals in the Premier League at the moment. There is not one Arsenal player. I think there might even be 2 Newcastle United players. I expect Alexander Isak to be up there. Is the other one Gordon? No, I think there's only one. But anyway, but that's my point. So it's for some reason, I think I know why he's done it. He's put Partey in the midfield, but he's put Rice to the left of him. because then he'll be facing because maybe he thought then he will have Willock in his pocket, and then it's Odegaard versus Joelinton, if I see it right. Yeah, it'll be. So what I'm looking at, I'm thinking in my brain is, who is Rice having to deal with when he's in when they're coming at him, and who is he trying to get past when he's holding the ball, and to pass the ball forward. In the same respect to Partey. And for some reason, Mikel Arteta's gone for Partey, very essential. But Partey plays, to me, I think, deep in that midfield area, too deep. And then because he's so deep, and because he seems to be slow when he gets the ball, to eye a pass and to get the ball forward. Because, how can I explain it? Dare I say it? The jammy Chelsea fans and the jammy players of Chelsea, the players of Chelsea, when they have that situation, if Caicedo gets hold of the ball in that midfield area and he picks a pass, he's got so many outlets. He's got Cole Palmer, he's got Nicholas Jackson's and Cuckoo, who's been thrown underneath the bus, I think, by the manager. Real talk at the moment at Chelsea. There's rumours that he might leave in January. But so Partey, maybe 2 seasons ago, was a much better player, but right now I don't think in that role he's as good. Work-wise, maybe of speed whilst on the ball, as a player like I think Tonali. What I think would deflate this situation for Mikel Arteta and the Arsenal even further. I'm not trying to jinx it, Arsenal fans. I'm just going by my prediction of Newcastle, Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2, is that I'm pretty sure that Willock used to play for Arsenal. If a player that's played for you before and you got, you unselected him from your squad and threw him underneath and got rid of him, and if he scores the winning goal or a further goal against you at your Emirates, that I would say, because we're in the transfer window, has Mikel Arteta, and I don't think they've even got a sporting director at the moment, Arsenal. Can they bring in, do they have the facilities to bring a striker in? I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't think people will be not wanting to come and play for Arsenal. I just think it's their manager. He's been there for nearly 5 years or over 5 years, as I say. 750 million net spent and thereabouts, give or take. £1 million in net spent in transfer windows, and he hasn't landed any trophies with his own players. I've said it before and I'll say it again. In La Liga in Spain, they would never allow a manager with the minimal experience that Mikel Arteta had when he came into Arsenal to go to a football club in La Liga in Spain and give him 4 to 5 years and over 750 mil net spend of transfers within 4.5 years and not get rid of him if he hasn't landed a trophy. All that money spent by Edu and Mikel Arteta, and they don't have an Alexander Isak. I'll rest my case. Going back to the other one, it has been said by big up to thank you very much the gentleman Paul Brady. He says it's Liverpool versus Spurs, so I take it by your announcement there that Liverpool have got the first leg. Liverpool would beat Spurs. The match between Manchester United versus Liverpool, that was different for 2 reasons, I would say, in respect to what's going to happen with Tottenham going up to Anfield. This is why. First of all, Ruben Amorim was the first manager in the Premier League and in European football this season to take a team to Manchester United to Anfield. Arnold Slot, the new manager there, of course, and my point being is Ruben Amorim took his squad of players up there and he played a 3 at the back. He's the very first manager to go to Anfield and play 3 at the back. I was watching that fixture very closely, not because because what I thought was going to happen. I actually predicted. So Liverpool fans, you complete bottle jobs, the lot of you, literally, because I predicted Liverpool 10, and I've never in my life predicted a 10-0, a 10 for any team. But I predicted 10 for Liverpool and 1 for Manchester United because of the way Manchester United were defending set pieces against the likes of Newcastle in that first half. So, so it's Spurs home tomorrow. Sorry, you don't have to apologise, but big up to you for doing that. Do you know what? Whether it's at Anfield first or at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I think... because Ange Postecoglou will be playing 4 at the back. I think I was going back to what I said. So Ruben Amorim took that fixture between Liverpool and Manchester United, played 3 at the back. I was watching it because my Oliver Glasner at Crystal Palace, he plays 3 at the back. And so I was very intrigued how that panned out, that match. Of course, I'm not saying that Crystal Palace can... How can I put this? The match between Liverpool and Manchester United, and Manchester United versus Liverpool, Crystal Palace is just nowhere near that. I suppose I expect, if you look at it from its perspective, from Liverpool and Manchester United angle, I expect. I'm wise to that, but I'm talking about the formation that the manager shows. That's one thing. And the second thing that happened at Liverpool, of course, is that Trent Alexander-Arnold situation with Real Madrid making inquiries and the so-called, the way it's been unfolded. And I think also what was terrible, that after the game, the post-match conference by Arne Slot, he actually said, quote, that yes, Trent Alexander-Arnold had a bad game, but also he had a bad game and he wasn't the only one because Gravenberch didn't give him a sufficient cover. So he not only threw Trent Alexander-Arnold underneath the bus, he's his player. Okay, it was Jurgen Klopp, but he also threw Gravenberch. Now, when you've had that kind of it may have been a draw, but for Liverpool fans, I think they felt for them as a failure, as a loss, really, literally. The manager should protect his own players, but of course they're not his own players. Arne Slot, they're not his players. So, that's the situation there. Now, tomorrow, it's Spurs versus Liverpool. See, I think, I could be wrong on this, but I think Liverpool have got more fixtures in January than Tottenham Hotspur. So, because it's a two-legged affair in this League Cup, I would expect that Slot will be... He's now been started to be tested. He hasn't been tested with injuries in his squad in depth, and he hasn't been tested with players that he's brought in of his own. What he's been tested and he's clearly failed is that he's thrown his own players underneath the bus. It doesn't matter how bad they're playing. It doesn't matter what's going on, potential someone coming in for them or not. The manager's job, when they speak to the media after the match, is to protect his own players. But of course he didn't bring them in. Arne Slot has not built anything at Liverpool. Everything's been landed to him on a silver platter. And you're going 2-0 today for Newcastle. My prediction was 2-1 to Newcastle today. That's before any ball was kicked. And because I just thought the difference is Alexander Isak. And I'm not doing it with hindsight. I did it with the mindset of, as I said earlier on, there aren't any top 10 Arsenal players, definitely not Arsenal fans, Arsenal players in the Premier League top 10 goal scorers at the moment. There isn't an Arsenal player anywhere near that. I think the nearest one is about 12th or 13th place, the last time I looked. They haven't got a striker, and they spent over nearly 750 mil. That's just madness. I don't understand why the Arsenal fans don't ask their football club, hello, can we buy somebody that can score goals? Because this fast has produced that. I am not saying that Trossard, I'm not saying that Gabriel, Martinelli, I'm not saying, well, Havertz, I just don't rate him. But anyway, I mean, I can imagine some Arsenal fans out there, content creators out there, absolutely fuming the fact that Havertz has started. You're playing at home. Maybe it's just Mikel Arteta doesn't rate this competition. What do you win out of it? What do you win? Would you win a pony? Do you know what I mean? A tongue? I don't know. If you know, you know. Do you know what I mean? I don't think you get any qualification for the Champions League if you win this competition. You don't get any anything from it. You just get silverware. But even that doesn't interest Mikel Arteta. I do know that Arsenal had 9 fixtures in January, and that's because they didn't play just after Boxing Day and into New Year's. They had 2 extra or 3 days extra rest, literally, their players. So this is another thing. I haven't even mentioned this, and I didn't take this into consideration in my prediction. But I have to say, the Arsenal players have had 3 days extra rest at the beginning of this year. They did not play the day before Christmas, New Year's. They didn't play on New Year's. They've had 2 days, well, if you count another day going to the match. They've had literally 3 days, extra days rest. And they can't score a goal against Newcastle. Right. Newcastle United, I think the defenders, Hall at the back, Burns, you saw them in defending the set pieces against Arsenal. Of course, Arsenal are the set piece merchants. If they're not diving, they're doing dodgy things with the set pieces. Oh my days, the match has started. Why didn't I look at that? I do apologise. You see, it started. Let me just go. It's still. Oh my days! I missed a Oh, I can't believe that. I've been babbling on, and Gordon has scored. Oh, I beg your pardon. Thanks. I missed it. Oh, I'm such a dipstick. Paul Brandon, big up to you saying Newcastle 2. Oh, my days. What a donut. What an absolute donut. And who scored it? Gordon. Newcastle United 2. Arsenal 0. They need a striker. That's what I've been talking. Oh, my days. They nearly scored another one. That could have been 3-0. Oh, my days. Is this going to be a statement win for Newcastle United? And this is why I said all along, Eddie Howe should be the England manager. Look at Mikel Arteta, literally on the pitch. Why doesn't the referee give him a yellow card? Why isn't the 4th official pulling him back? Martinelli there. Okay. Partey on the ball for Arsenal. It's Lewis-Skelly. Partey on the ball again. The narrative will be for Mikel Arteta this season is, oh, Bukayo Saka got injured. Oh, Ethan Nwaneri got injured. And Arsenal win the ball back there. Loose ball by Newcastle United, unforced error. I can't believe I missed that second goal. Big up to you, Paul Brady, for highlighting that. I was rabbiting on thinking it was still half time. Touched me for taking the headset on. I was just trying. Oh, Havertz! Oh, my days! Havertz on 57 minutes. Look at that. Arsenal fans, you need a striker. The Arsenal fans are on at the Emirates and they are all sucking on a lemon. Oh, my God. Arsenal fans, you need to ask your football club for a striker. Havertz, this is what I did rate him. He didn't even put his head on the ball. Oh, my days. I've got one flat foot and one foot isn't flat. I'll tell you something. I would have leaped up there and I would have got my nut onto that. That would have been a goal scored by Diego C. Palace. Real talk. Thomas Partey's been substituted there. He's been thrown underneath the bus. Gabriel Jesus has come on and literally... And Unbelievable. Oh, thank you for getting me to 5 likes. You lot are absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. I don't understand why Arsenal fans have waited until today. I'm an outsider looking in. There's only been a few content creators out there from Arsenal that call this out from day one. They need a striker. There is no top 10 goal scorers in the Premier League scoring at the moment as it stands. There's no Arsenal player up there. I still haven't seen it, but here's Willock. Willock on the ball in the penalty area. Oh, is that nearly a penalty? He should have went down. Oh, that's a foul by Willock. He wins a free kick. Where's he taking the ball? Where's the Arsenal player taking the ball? The free kick happened. No, that's not a yellow card. That's cheating by Arsenal. Willock got fouled, and then he picks up the ball and then walks up 10 yards. This is madness. Why don't the referees see that? The referee should pull the play back. No, you went down like a salmon, and the home crowd are shouting Arsenal. Arsenal what? You need a striker. Havertz on the ball. The ball on Havertz. Dear, oh dear. Jorginho on the ball in the penalty area. He crosses the ball, Timber. And Joe, my days, pinball. It's like a pinball machine in the Newcastle penalty area. And I said offside anyway. And I'll tell you something. You can see the faces of the Arsenal fans. And you can imagine the Liverpool fans out there. Thinking this, okay. The reason why I mentioned Liverpool just then is if you're a Liverpool fan out there and you're looking at this performance from Arsenal, are you worried that they're going to take a title off you this season? Oh, of course you wouldn't, I expect. You wouldn't. Let me ask you another question. If you're a Manchester City fan, do you not think that your players, as they return from injury, will be able to slap this Arsenal side into third, into fourth, perhaps even out of the top 4? Absolutely. I said it at the beginning of the season. The club to watch out was Chelsea. I know that my Crystal Palace with the buff duck, we've taken 4 points off the Chelsea from the bridge. 2 points at the bridge and 2 at Selhurst Park. Please subscribe at JLC Palace if you are new. And so this is what I'm putting. City fans out there won't be thinking I'm not worried about Arsenal. And I guarantee you that Arteta's standing, well, he's not really touching in his technical area because he's literally on the pitch. A ball goes in and no one from Arsenal in the 9 within the goal. That's terrible. You've got to get a foot in there. You've got to have a goal snatcher there. You need an Ian Wright. They don't have an Ian Wright. Ian Wright would have been in that box and he would have scored in that opportunity. That's got to come from the manager. I don't understand why these Arsenal fans don't ask the people upstairs, hello, look into my eye. We need a striker. Having said that, I hope they don't come in for Jean-Philippe Mateta. Because you're not having them, Arsenal fans. I mean, with Liverpool and let's have it on the ball. There should be a goal now for Arsenal. Joe Willock coming across. The former Arsenal player Willock breaking a pace there, and please hit a like and subscribe at JLC Palace. It's Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 2. Big up to Paul Brady there for mentioning it was Arsenal 2. I thought it was still half time, but I was waffling on. Oh my days! I'm gonna do it. For that second goal that I missed. I'm gonna play the little tune for Arsenal fans out there. Oh, and a header, free header in the back post by Gabriel Jesus, and he's missed it. That's why Pep Guardiola got him lift, and he kept Haaland. This is what happened to the Arsenal fans when that second ball went in. so out of tune, this guitar. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. Actually, this is so bad out of tune, this guitar, that this is... It sounds so bad. It's so bad out of tune that... I tell you, these Arsenal fans are... They're in the mud right now. Real talk. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you it again. Why don't the Arsenal fans go upstairs, knock on wood, and ask for a striker? How many millions has their manager spent? Harvey Vaughan's on. So triple substitutions by Eddie Howe there on 64 minutes. Oh my. That sums up the mood for the Arsenal fans in this semi-final first leg. Real talk. Real talk. I had to do it. Listen, look at Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta's on the pitch. He's on the pitch. He's physically on the pitch. Eddie Howe's in his technical area. I'm actually going to take... Yeah, the commentaries just said that he was actually on the pitch. The commentary team on the ITV live feed has just said that Mikel Arteta came onto the pitch. I don't understand why Mikel Arteta is always allowed to come onto the pitch while the play's on. Why don't the referees see that? If Oliver Glasner so much as put a toenail onto the pitch, he would have got like a free match ban. Red, red, red. And Arsenal played on here now. We're on 66 minutes. Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 2. Please help me get to 10 likes if you can. And it's Martinelli on the left, Martinelli on the ball. And he's cutting the ball. And it's gone to the back post. And no one on the back post for Arsenal again. And why is there no one there flying with the ball in to attack the ball for Arsenal? Does the goal difference matter in this competition? I have like no idea. Probably not. I think they've got rid of that a long time ago, but and that's a foul, surely, ref, isn't it? Now here's Arsenal in attack. Lewis-Skelly out to Martinelli on the left-hand side. This is the only form of attack. This is Lewis-Skelly again, the youngster. Free ball. Oh, what a slide in there. Defensive. Oh, Gabriel. Oh, my days. Oh, my girls. Gabriel is playing like Lautaro Martinez for AC Milan against Atalanta. Just lift it. Oh. I'll tell you, Martinelli could have had a hat-trick. 2 goals in the first half and 1 just there. You can see that Martinelli just can't score a ball into an open barn door. And Mikel Arteta is on his touchline clapping. That must have infuriated. I can imagine some Arsenal content creators out there absolutely losing their nut. This is the Arsenal fans. It's the end of the road for the Arsenal. And this is Arsenal on the attack in the penalty area. Ball cross back. These sliding tackles there by Tonali. Absolutely brilliant from Newcastle there. You've got left back, you've got centre backs, you've got midfielders there throwing themselves, putting their bodies in the line for Newcastle United, preventing Arsenal from getting a goal back. And this is from open play. Declan Rice is literally trying to walk the ball through. They're crossing it in, and Tonali there. And here's another set piece merchant Arsenal move. Rice taking the corners now, of course, since he's come in. And he's terrible from Declan Rice. He's hit the side netting. He's only just come on. He can't be tired. I tell you, it's so quiet. It's like a library at the Etihad. And the set pick coach for Arsenal is now going to sit down on his bench. And as an outsider looking in, I just don't understand. I'm looking at the substitutions they've made, even before they made the subs, even before the ball was kicked. I was saying the difference is Alexander Isak, and he's only gone in. And Newcastle, well, I'm still on course for my prediction of Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2, but I expect Newcastle United fans, and I think as somebody mentioned in the chat, if Paul Brady said 2-0 to Newcastle, sorry, Spurs home. Yeah, thanks for that. No, you don't have to apologise. Absolutely, you don't have to apologise for anything, Paul Brady. He says he loves watching Arsenal getting beat. He doesn't. After what they did to me at the Cup, getting through on dodgy that second goal by Gabriel Jesus. It's the starting lineup that was wrong for Mikel Arteta in this match. Tinkering too much? I don't know. What do I know? Havertz and do you know what? Credit to Newcastle the way they're defending. I probably just jinxed it. They're probably going and dropping 3 goals, but Arsenal are pressing them high, and Mikel he dyes his hair. I swear, even the Lego man from Lego, you can see a few white hairs there, and the commentary is saying that Arsenal are turning up the temperature on Newcastle. What are you talking about? There's a press, but there's no real risk of Arsenal scoring because they don't have a striker. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego Palace. It's Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 2, and it's 73 minutes. I don't think goal away scored matter in this competition. In those 2 days. Good away hand there from the goalkeeper for Newcastle. David Raya gets in the ball. Ooh. It's Newcastle on the ball. Just hold it. No, he's lost the ball. He's out his pocket. That's a foul off the ball. Tonali's on the ball. Tonali's on the ball. It's Newcastle against 2 against 4. 2 against 3. And here is Tim. Oh, he's falling down. That's a penalty. There has to be a penalty for Newcastle. How is that not a penalty for Newcastle? He did stumble, though, I have to admit. I tell you what. This is where Newcastle need to play clever. They've got 20 minutes or so of normal time, or just under that. Just take it to the corner. Play the game. Not 1, 2 goals up. And you're away. What a brilliant performance defensive. All the defending performances, challenges from all the Newcastle United players, throwing their bodies in front of the ball over the top, and that's easy pickings there for Dubravka to pick up for Newcastle United. I just want to confirm on 65 minutes. Kelly came on, Barnes came on, and Longstaff came on, and looks like Almiron. Oh, Almiron is coming back on the pitch, and clever little player there. He's not a tall player, but he's very good. I would say he's annoying. I don't like him playing against my Palace at Selhurst, I have to say. Almiron and Joelinton, both of those two. So that's 65 minutes of triple substitution, and Okay, look at the starting lineups. In the midfield, you had Partey versus Tonali. And right now, Newcastle got a better midfielder than Tonali than Partey, I think. I think if we're talking 3 seasons ago, I think Partey was up there beyond anything that Newcastle had, for sure. Before Eddie Howe got up there as a manager. It's Gabriel Martinelli. Oh, here we go. It's Arsenal. Oh, what a terrible pass there by Arsenal. But then the Newcastle player falls down. Oh, my days. Lewis Hall. Oh, what good ball there by Tonali. That gets the balls back. Oh, the Arsenal fans are going to be fuming with this, with the performance. And also the fact there's no very disciplined defending by... That's a foul on Joelinton, surely. Why isn't the Arsenal player getting a yellow card? Joelinton was pushed over by 2 Arsenal players and nothing's doing there. That's it, Joelinton. Just sit down there, get a foot massage, get a back massage. And this is Almiron. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. This is a watch-along for the League Cup semi-final first leg. It looks like Gordon is coming off. And has he got... Good player, Gordon. I think he's done really well when he got selected to play for England. Of course, I would like Gabriel to get picked ahead of him. But he's done very well. Good player. Paraguay and Almiron. And... okay. In the chat, if anyone's listening, if Newcastle go 3 or 4-0 up, certainly 3-0 up, can Arsenal turn it around at St James's Park? I don't even know when the next match is. Oh, did you say it's... I don't know. Tomorrow is Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool. But I fancy... Liverpool are a wounded animal right now. And I would hate to be the side that's going to play them next. And, of course, it's Tottenham Hotspur. And quite frankly, with Tottenham Hotspur, I've given up on them. 1 minute they're hot and 1 minute they're cold. And Mikel Arteta touching the ball there. I'll tell you something. No, I think Liverpool will win tomorrow. Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 2. Arsenal playing the ball at the back at the moment. Here we go. Jorginho. Jesus. Oh, is that a corner? No, it's not a goal kick. A corner. That's a goal kick. Dan Burn there. Also, it's a physicality as well. The back 4 of Newcastle, they're like big lads. Lewis-Skelly coming off, and the experience Zinchenko coming on. Mind you, he actually looks younger than the players just come off, but he has got a lot more experience. Mikel Arteta looks a little bit wary on his touchline. Well, he's not really on his touchline. He's literally on the pitch. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. I'm drinking too much. I'm going to go in the toilet in a minute. Arsenal were playing for full time after 45 minutes when 1 up. Well, no backbone in that side. Absolutely. Let me just have a look at that again. Yeah, I haven't done the reaction. I've actually done a thumbnail for my reactions for week 20 of the Premier League. And I'm going to go into the Arsenal fans out there. Because my Palace went to the Amex. And we walked away with 3 points. Easy pickings. It was like going along the Brighton Pier where they have those classical old school car shows. And oh, Tonali, that's a foul, surely. How is that not a foul on Tonali? I don't get that. I think that was a foul on Tonali. Arsenal getting away with it. Who is the leader in Arsenal right now? Who is the leader there on that pitch? Havertz. Mikel Arteta's idea is not to have a leader on that pitch. Everybody just doing their little ziggy-zaggy football through the lines and set piece merchants. Just hearing commentary, they're saying that the reason why the Newcastle United season turned around is after they lost to Brentford. They had a heart-to-heart, honest talk between themselves in the changing room, not with the manager waving his arms and talking them to like they're little kids. And Zinchenko has just come on and he's got a yellow card, and Joelinton has had his right foot chopped off there. Oh! Let's have a look. Having said that, Joelinton should have been sent off last game though. Right on the shins. No ball there. Yellow card for Zinchenko. He's just come on, and Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 2. 80 minutes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace, and I'll tell you something. My prediction is still on for Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2. But I can see this. I can see Newcastle just catching up Arsenal. Here's Joelinton in the penalty area, in the Arsenal penalty area. Timber versus Joelinton. Just keep it in the corner. Joelinton, why are you passing it out? Just keep it there. You're tinning it up. You're into the last 10 minutes. That's it. Just take it in there. Well done, Howe. You know what? I'm giving man of the match to Howe. I know Alexander Isak scored those goals. Look at the Newcastle United fans there. The Geordies. Joelinton there. Just hold the ball in the corner. The Newcastle United fans must feel that they've got one foot in Wembley by winning this 2-0 thus far. They are due a Wembley appearance. Have they got enough to beat Liverpool? I think with Liverpool is the manager. He hasn't been tested. And that will be a next step for him, I suppose. Can he get? How many finals can he get to with a Jurgen Klopp squad that he has inherited? Nice Botman there. It's a corner there. Havertz. Look at the physicality of the Arsenal attacking players in comparison to the backline physicality of the Newcastle United. In some instances, it's like a man standing next to a boy. Like literally. And these set piece formations where all the players stand before the far post, 4 of them, and as Rice is going to play the ball in, and Tonali is just holding them. Don't do a penalty. Don't. Oh, near post. Balls everywhere. I think that's another corner. Yeah. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Corner. Header out. Oh, Gabriel. Oh, what a waste. Mikel Arteta knows that he's lost this tie. And he's looking at his watch. Why does the manager pretend to be looking at his watch? There is a watch on the big scoring board at the Emirates. All he's got to do is just look over there. Dubravka is taking his time. I don't think he's taking too much time. I think he's just being normal about it. Has he given him a yellow card? Ball headed forward by Joelinton. There you go. Ball comes over the top. Not one Arsenal player heading it. Arsenal on the ball. Playing in front of the Newcastle midfield of 4. What worries me is that when clubs like Arsenal have this kind of bad performances during the transfer window, they panic and then they start like a domino effect in the transfer window. Oh, there's a head collision, so that's going to waste some time. And Gabriel Jesus, they just shoulder into someone's face there. Tonali there on the floor in pain. Header goes up. Yeah, that's a foul. Gabriel Jesus elbows Tonali, and Tonali doesn't need twice. He just goes down like a salmon, and waste there. It is what it is. There's an argument going on between Joelinton and Havertz. And the away Newcastle United fans there. The next one, FA Cup third. That's Aston Villa versus West Ham on Friday. Cool. Liverpool versus Accrington Stanley. I can't do it. I used to be able to do it as a kid. Remember that advert? Accrington Stanley. I used to mimic that, trying to be that kid back in the day. Accrington Stanley. And then, Millwall versus Dagenham and Redridge. Dagenham and Redridge fans out there, make sure you beat Millwall. Knock Millwall out of the cup. Imagine if West Ham draw Millwall in the cup. Definitely for me as well. But I think it's more so for the West Ham fans. They'll be... this referee's corrupt. How is that? Mikel Arteta was literally alongside the penalty area on the touchline. Look at it. It's a free kick because of Declan Rice, and Mikel Arteta ran down the line. He ran more than when Jose Mourinho did that slide in celebration. And no one gives him a yellow card at the Emirates. Mikel Arteta literally does not stand in his technical area. He spends more time on the pitch than some of his players do. There. So the set piece coach for Arsenal went all the way line. He went outside the touching area, and the fourth official's gone after him. So why hasn't he received a yellow card? But Jorginho, Jorginho, that was the one for Jorginho. The ball was spinning. It was always lifting. But it was on the direction. But he was about. But I'll tell you something. The set pick coach from Arsenal went all the way along the penalty area, and then that's cheating. He was 30 yards. They say in the commentary. Even the commentary have picked up what I've been saying. Mikel Arteta and the set piece coach for Arsenal were 30 yards away from the technical area, and they don't get booked. If that would have been Oliver Glasner, if that would have been Roy Hodgson, there would have been like not even a stewardess inquiry. That's it. It's guilty. There will be no trial. Red card. Send them off. They'll be off. But because it's Arsenal, because it's Mikel Arteta and the set piece coaches, look, he's back on the pitch again. Mikel Arteta is literally nearly. I don't understand it. There's empty seats at the Emirates now. Imagine paying the high one, if not the highest ticket pricing in the Premier League. Or it's a League Cup game, I suppose. And this is Burns, Declan Rice. They're running out of time, 88 minutes. Please hit a like. Help me get to 10 likes if you can in the chat. If you're watching on playback. It is Newcastle United winning 2-0 away at the Arsenal. And Newcastle, better team, they deserves to be. Yeah, they deserve it. They've earned this. And my prediction was Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2. And quite frankly, I don't think Arsenal deserve a goal because they don't have a striker. Martinelli could have had a hat trick, 2 in the first half and 1 in the second half. Newcastle all behind the line, and the ball gets kicked out. I can see about 3 or 4 minutes of additional extra time probably been played here. I don't know. It's just Rice. And I'm about a minute behind, obviously, everybody. Havertz on the ball. Everyone behind the line, behind the ball for Newcastle United. Odegaard whips the ball into the penalty area, and good defending. That's not a back pass. And good Mikel Arteta waving his arms there. They've got Sterling there on the bench. 89 minutes. And it's Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 2. Coming up towards the 90-minute mark. I'll tell you something. They're in the transfer window. Who can they get off the books and go and get a striker? They've got Ethan Ranieri injured. They've got Bukayo Saka injury. And here's Newcastle. They're going to go. Oh, he couldn't control it. He couldn't control it. Arsenal will lose, but they will want to at least get a goal. Yeah. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Where did they get 5 minutes from? Is the fourth official from North London. I'll tell you something. Look back. The set pick coach for Arsenal and Mikel Arteta were 30 yards down the line. 30 yards away from the technical area. And no one gave him a yellow card. Arsenal can't underestimate Manchester United. It's a good scene. Yeah, good game. It's good to see her doing a watch-alongs again. And please, guys, give her a like and subscribe at Alice's channel. And Arsenal, oh, they nearly whipped it back in there. Oh, well, but we went to the 1 minute of additional extra time. I expect you guys are about 2 or 3 minutes into the end of it. And I don't know why the Arsenal home match is shouting Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. They haven't done anything, these players. They can't get the ball in the net. And Jesus, I'm going to give the man of the match to either Burns or Hall, the defenders for Newcastle United. And I'm going to give it to Burns, the captain of Newcastle United. He's been throwing himself in front of the ball. Tired legs by Joelinton. Oh no, they've conceded a corner. I have to say, there's no Stewart's inquiry needed. Mikel Arteta and the fourth official should have received both yellow cards, if not red cards, for going 30 yards, not 3 yards, 30 yards outside the technical area down the side. And no one... There's a rule for them and there's a rule for everybody else. Right? And this is the ball. Ball goes in. Can't be the first man. Ball gets whipped in there. Odegaard flicked away by Osar. And this is 10 times, I suppose, but I don't see. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Please help me get to 10 likes if you can. And far post, and that should be another Newcastle defending the ball. They're just taking it in the corner. And as far they get the ball out into David Raya, who comes just on the edge of the half of Newcastle United. The ball gets whipped in again there. They're playing the ball on the right-hand side now. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're watching on playback. Can we get to 2,000 subscribers? It's Timber on the ball. It crosses into the penalty area. No one from Arsenal attacking the ball. It's like one hand doing something and the other hand is like, well, have I got another hand? I don't know what's going on here. That's what's going on with Arsenal. There you go. There you go. And there's a chance for Arsenal. Oh, they can't get it. What a brilliant defending setup by Newcastle United. Man for man, all of them. The midfield protecting the backline where needed. Very disciplined, no rash tackles. And physicality over the Arsenal onslaught of trying to play the ball through the lines and high press by Arsenal. And Tonali, Oh, that's a foul on the Newcastle player, surely. That's a Almiron winning. I think that's Almiron winning the throw for Newcastle United. They won't be rushing to take it. Alexander Isak there, sitting there on the touchline. And I'll tell you something. If there's any Arsenal fans in the chat, I have to ask the question: why have the majority of you not been calling for a striker when you were? Livramento there getting a yellow card. And just having a bit of the David Beckham. Cheers to everyone out there. Now, a VAR looked at something there. There'll be no review there. The home crowd. There's so many empty seats at the Emirates. It's not a library. It's a desert of empty seats. Livramento. Please hit a like. And Dubravka heads the ball, punches the ball out. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego Palace. When is this referee going to blow up for the full time? It's gone beyond the 5 minutes. And that is it. That is it. Eddie Howe, who I said should be the England manager, has gone to the Emirates and they have demolished. They have shown Arsenal how it should be done. It is ended Arsenal 0. Newcastle United 2. The Toon Army are absolutely doing bits there in North London. I have to ask the question. If you're a Liverpool fan out there, if you're a Manchester City fan out there, if you're a Chelsea fan out there, if you're a Liverpool fan out there, I reiterate, are you worried about this Arsenal side taking the Premier League away from you lot? Are you worried about this Arsenal side? They've nicked results during the season because they've had to play teams with injuries. And Martinelli, you can tell, is a player that just can't find a goal. Even if the goal is the size of a barn door open, he cannot score. And I'll tell you something. That is... how do I stop this live speed? Oh, stop here. Can't wait to hear the Lego head and the Robbie moan. Listen, they've all got shares in the club, I suppose. It's just go with the wind. But do you know what? I don't even think the wind is blowing that way. Look, I'm an outsider looking in. And as I said, before a ball was kicked, I was looking at the lineup. And I said the difference there is going to be Alexander Isak. And I have to say, for the first 32, 33 minutes, Arsenal should have went 2-0 up at least with Martinelli and other opportunities there. But they didn't. But then Alexander Isak, when you put him in front of the goal, what cool temperament there. And he scored. It was a difference. He was a difference. And he wasn't just playing in that role of striker. The workload that he did off the ball. If you watch a football match and you watch the work that Alexander Isak did there off the ball for Newcastle United. But I'm going to give it to Burns, the Newcastle United captain, for the way he threw himself on the ball countless of times. It wasn't just him. Howe was doing it as well. Botman, Livramento, all of them, they were all at it, throwing their bodies in front of the Arsenal opportunities on the Newcastle goal, protecting their goalkeeper. I think that's a fully well-deserved. There's no way, if there's any Arsenal fans out there that start moaning about the referee or about this or about that, I'm sorry, they're relying on Saka too much. And Saka is... it's not a full finished article, in my opinion. There is more to come from him. But under Mikel Arteta, he got rid of Pepe. He got rid of... he threw him underneath the bus even before he got on the bus with him, like literally. The moment they won the FA Cup, Mikel Arteta won that FA Cup, before he got off the bus, he threw him underneath. It started there. Mikel Arteta's basically not unlocked. He's locked up the potential of young players. We've got Eddie Nketiah at Crystal Palace, and Mikel Arteta couldn't unlock him. Need I say any more there? There's no way that Arsenal fans can blame the. Yes, you're right. I can't wait to hear what the. Oh, actually, will they play the? Yeah. How do I? Will they show that live on the? The Arsenal fans are actually going absolute nuts on the on what's going on there. What a well taken goal by Isak. And I'll tell you something. They I'll tell you something. They need a new striker. But I'm an outsider looking in, and I'll keep saying to the Arsenal two things. Why have you still got that manager there? All those millions spent, all those years there. He wouldn't get that opportunity in Spain, but he's somehow getting an opportunity at your football club. I don't know how he'll. Maybe it's just maybe this cup. The Arsenal fans will say, "Well, this cup is not really that important." They'll go for the Champions League all day long, and maybe they'll turn out to be celebrating at the end. But I can't see Arsenal beating Atalanta. I can't see them beating Sporting, and I just can't see it. Sorry, just getting a message there. Yeah, no, I just can't see them in the Champions League. I don't know who's. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. And this month, as I say, they've got a very heavy schedule. Arsenal. Let me just quickly go there. I'm going to quickly just. I don't normally like to look at the stats because I go by what I saw and what I feel, and can I just show you this stat? I mean, I don't really go by stat, but this proves what I saw. They need a goal scorer. Arsenal FC tonight against Newcastle United had 23 attacking shots, and Newcastle United had only 7. This is just shots, yeah, towards the goal, but not on target. Out of those 23 shots from Arsenal, only 3 were on target. 3. And out of the 7 shots on the attack from Newcastle United, they had 4. So not only Newcastle United had less shots on target, they managed to get more on target than Arsenal, and they had 23 in comparison to Newcastle United 7. It is absolutely terrible there. Let's have a look at this. Hold on a minute. Yeah, Arsenal hit the woodwork once. I think the narrative on this one will be twofold from the Arsenal fans. I think they'll be saying to themselves, injuries, Ethan Nwaneri, Bukayo Saka are injured, and woodwork. The woodwork, it just wasn't meant to be. But I tell you something, that's not the case. Newcastle United defended across the board, and they deserved that clean sheet away from home. And it's let me just try and see if I can get the live reporting responses from the players, because that's sometimes always interesting. And yeah, Alexander Isak was given the player of the match for his goal. Personally, Yeah, it could either been given to Tonali or the captain Burns for me. Um, Good physicality in defending by Newcastle United, and I think Mikel Arteta's probably told his players, "Look, I don't want to see you injured. Um, it's great they're doing a number, but don't worry, so. Um, yeah, there's probably a feeling that they want to concentrate on the Champions League and in the Premier League, but as I said earlier on, are there any Liverpool fans out there? Are there any City fans? My team is not at the top of the league. Are there any Liverpool fans? Any City fans out there? Any Chelsea fans out there? Any Nottingham Forest fans out there? And having looked at that performance from Arsenal tonight at home, are any of you worried that they might finish above you lot in the Premier League? They're not. I've seen Atalanta play the likes of Inter Milan live. I did a watch along for that. And I can't see Arsenal beating Atalanta in the Champions League. Not in a million years, as I see it. They need a striker. Right, I'm going to go back into it to see if I can... let's have a look. Look. There it is. Watch live. There we go. Right. And this is the flick on. Ball from Dubravka. The ball goes up. Look. Alexander Isak pushes... oh, that is a foul, actually. Ian Wright is saying that Isak pushed the... Alexander Isak pushed with both hands the Arsenal player, but the ball hadn't actually reached them at that point. It was being played elsewhere. Unbelievable. This is Arsenal's early Martinelli. Martinelli, one touch, two touch by Martinelli with his right foot, and it hits the... Oh, yeah. Then this is Havertz's opportunity. Havertz. How did Havertz... Do you know what? How many hundreds of thousands is Havertz been paid? Yeah, that's what Ian Wright is saying, and I agree with him. And he's saying, quote, a natural born striker would have scored that, and Havertz hasn't got that in his toolbox. Oh my days. Another free header there, one by Saliba. Literally what's happening when Arsenal's set pieces and now, and this is the problem. This is the problem with the pundits, because the pundits are now saying when Arsenal can't play well because they're not scoring from set pieces, and they've got a few injuries now, they've got to go upstairs and buy some players. But what some Arsenal fans have said out there is, way before it got to this point, why didn't they get a striker? They don't have a top 10 goal scorer in the Premier League right now. Dan Burns, I'm giving it to Dan Burns. I know they gave it to Alexander Isak, but I'm giving it to Dan Burns there as a neutral. Just waiting for the commentary from because I think I'm going to hold on to it. Please help me get to 10 likes if you can in the chat. And it is Paul Brady says they rely on Saka too much. Yeah. Yeah, that will be the narrative. That will be the narrative to perhaps even give Mikel Arteta, who's already had another extension to his contract. I think he's on over £30 million a year. Anyway, and the narrative will be as well with the injuries. Yeah, it's what it is. Right, here we go. This is Newcastle United winger. Well, he hasn't come up a lot on my live stream, but he's actually, oh, it's because mine is a little bit slow. Anthony Gordon says to ITV, it's up there. We knew what type of game it would be. The dominant at home. It was always going to be a smash and grab. I think they defended regularly. On Isak being the best striker in Europe, Gordon was asked, of course, of Newcastle, and he goes on to say, I think so. I think everyone is in agreement that with that, he's on fire. Even my goal, I'm just grambling back at the post. So Gordon supporting his striker. And then on what happened on after the Brentford lost, we weren't doing it at the start of the season, and we weren't putting in the work at the start of the season. We don't have time to celebrate this one. There's one of the best sides in Europe. It's only 2-0, and we need to stay humble. So that's good. Good speaking there by the Newcastle United winger Anthony Gordon, saying that of course this is only one leg, and they need to just be real, because Arsenal have the capability of turning things around, but quite frankly they were just absolutely woeful today, especially offensively. They wouldn't be able to score in a barn. If there was no goalie and the barn door was open, they still wouldn't get it in the barn door. Real talk into the barn top. Just trying to see if they've commentated. It's all adverts at the moment, so I'm just waiting to see who they're gonna. I'm sorry. I don't understand why the Arsenal fans before didn't ask for a striker. I know some of them have, but it's all I've got is adverts at the moment. Oh, I'm trying to wait for the. Maybe they're not going to show the commentary live, but I have to wait for the text to be updated. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. This has been the first half. If I'm not drinking that. Oh, it's over here. The first leg between Arsenal versus Newcastle United, where it ended Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 2. Before any kickoff, I predicted Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2, so I got that bit right. And that Kai Havertz miss, I don't think it's worth what he's getting paid for. I bet you one person that's really happy that it's not there no more, and that's Eddie. Eddie's like looking, boy, am I glad I'm not there, because he's into the money now. Up at Nottingham Forest, real talk. He's done his apprenticeship into how to become a sporting director, because clearly the role that he'd done at Arsenal was not the same as what he'd done before internationally, where he learned his trade, or where he's supposed to have learned what he had to do, and so he's done the mistakes at Arsenal, and now tomorrow, yes, you're right, Tom Brady. They're just saying here it's 8 p.m. kickoff, and Dubravka there for Newcastle United. Eddie Howe there, handshaking there with the. Here's Alexandra Isak. Let's have a listen. Oh, have I lost the volume? He's saying, this is Alexander Isak being interviewed. He's saying it's a massive win. They ask him what's the secret between front of goal, and he replies, I don't think I think it's a team thing. He says that they've been very consistent from defending their goal to creating chances, and he certainly feels confident in front of goal. Yeah, he pushed him. That's a part of the game. Arsenal fans cannot complain about this push on by Alexander Isak. And they're asking him about Brentford. They're asking him about that. He's saying that they fought their way back to fight for their identity, their basics of how they defend, how the midfielders play as well. And they're defending with the line. Yeah, I actually saw that as a neutral. The midfielders and the backline were defending with the bodies on the line. He's saying that the Newcastle United, very, very mature interview there by Alexander Isak. And quite frankly, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's the work that he did off the ball. And he runs in behind and he just sets up play. So he ran in behind the lines of Arsenal on the right-hand side and then stretched the defence of their Arsenal, and then a little overstep, and then no one in Newcastle for attacking the ball there, but they did. And then dropping into Alexander Isak, dropping deep, similar to what Jean-Philippe Mateta does. He should have got a penalty. He should have got a penalty. That should have been a penalty. And what a goal by Alexander Isak's. I tell you what, on that performance, Alexander Isak could take Newcastle to Wembley, and I'm saying it, I'm putting it out there. Get Newcastle in the top 4. Here we go. Eddie Howe. First win at the Emirates for Eddie Howe. The ITV reporter lets him know. He says that he's very pleased with the performance. How intense they've had. He's coming today to this match with injuries and suspensions. Eddie Howe's saying that he's very pleased the way his team defended, and they did ride the luck a few times, but they're very. He's saying on Alexander Isak on the first half he's electric. That's what Eddie Howe's saying. He's saying that he's in a very good place at the moment. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Eddie Howe been interviewed by the ITV reporter. He's saying that Alexander Isak is playing really well. The interviewer just asked him, not many teams come to the Emirates and stop Arsenal from playing. He's saying that Arsenal did cause in a lot of problems with set pieces. Eddie Howe saying that Arsenal had their opportunities. Bodies on the lines by Newcastle United players. Eddie Howe saying that that's a good sign for his side. Newcastle United have won 7 matches in a row. Leicester United 4-0, Brentford 3-1, Ipswich away 4-0, Aston Villa at home 3-0, Aston Villa, Manchester United. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Just doing a reaction to the commentary there by all the players. Newcastle United players on the pitch had more leaders on the pitch, more bodies of Newcastle United players throwing themselves behind, in front of the ball than any of the Arsenal. And then on opportunities on goal, Arsenal don't have nothing squad in there of the equivalent of Alexander Isak. I said it before a ball was kicked off, and I predicted that they will score 2 goals away at Arsenal today, and I was right. The only bit I got wrong is that Arsenal would pull one back. Oh, I'll tell you something. It is absolutely. They're not mentioning that Mikel Arteta and his coaching staff were 30 yards down the line, away from the technical area, and not even. I was mentioning it throughout the whole watch along. Even so much that the commentary team at ITV, they were then saying, "Hello, is anyone actually watching this?" The set pick coach for Arsenal at one point, as Arsenal were taking the free kick on the edge of the penalty area, he was all the way down there. That's cheating. That's what you see on. That's what you see on Sunday League, and that's what he was doing. And not a fourth official, not the referee. No one was watching that. Why haven't they been booked? Why wasn't Arteta booked? Arteta spent more time on that football pitch during the match than the substitutes that didn't play. Real talk. Literally. Arsenal played more football on that pitch during this match than the substitutes that never got looking. Sterling was there going, real talk. That's what he was doing. Right, I'm going to quickly flick that away. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, I'm going to run through the today's results. Thank you very much, everyone in the chat that has dropped in today. How do I do this? So I'll do the full results for today for all competitions. And I tell you what, as I said, anyway, I'll go into it in a minute. Dismiss, right, here we go. For today's fixtures, I'm going to read it out. Oh, actually, I can take these off. I don't need these. Unbelievable. Right, in the English Carabao Cup, English League Cup semi-final, leg 1, it ended Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 2. Now, I predicted Arsenal 1, Newcastle United 2 because the difference, I said to myself, the difference in the squads in depth and the starting lineup in particular was there's nothing in the Arsenal in squad depth that could come up to the levels of Alexander Isak at the moment. And Arsenal fans should know how much Mikel Arteta has spent since he's been the manager there. For the years that he's been there, they should know how much money Mikel Arteta gets paid. And are they heading for another year without any silverware? The narrative will be, I expect for Arsenal fans, is it's only the League Cup. We've got Bukayo Saka, we've got Ethan Nwaneri injured, we've got people suspect, we've got people not available to start up. And it was a bad day. They hit the post. It just wasn't meant to be. Well, if you talk to any Spanish football fan in Spain, I guarantee you that no Spanish football club in La Liga will contemplate giving somebody a job at their club, giving them 4 or 5 years, 750 mil net spend over the transfer windows of a period of 4 to 5 years, and no trophies in return. It would not be contemplated, it would not be tolerated at Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, or Real Madrid. It wouldn't. It wouldn't. It wouldn't. It would not. It wouldn't. It wouldn't any other football club actually. So we'll see. Maybe Arsenal just doing it for the Champions League. In League One, he ended there. Wycombe Wanderers 0, Huddersfield 1. And looking to see if there was any other matches to mention. Copa del Rey, Valencia have won 2-0 away at Eldense. There you go. Look at this. In the Australian A League Men's division, he ended Brisbane Roar 0, Newcastle Jets 1. So even the Newcastle players in Australia A League Men won tonight away. You got to chuckle at that. Come on, man. It's been a long one day. But tomorrow, Wednesday, let's have a little niffle at that. A lot of football on tomorrow. 8 o'clock p.m. kickoff is Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool, of course, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It is the other semi-final, the first leg of the other semi-final of the other two teams. Tottenham Hotspur, are they going to be hot or are they going to be cold? I think even if they're hot, you know, on high press and attacking play, I just think Liverpool at the moment are a wounded animal, and I think their players will want to go on that pitch and prove a point to everybody that, look, it was a blip. It was a grudge match, as Paul Brady said on the previous watch along. It's just one the Manchester United one. Just can we just try and chalk it off for now? Then we need to focus on the rest of the season to try and win, I suppose, for the Liverpool fans, the Premier League and the Champions League. When a team with the calibre of players that Liverpool have, when they get spanked, you just don't want to play them next, the team next after that, because they're going to try and make a point there. Now, I can't get a prediction. Let me just see if they've got anything of who might not be available. No, there's no info on that just yet. All right, so it's I think Liverpool are going to do a number over Tottenham Hotspur. They've got a point to prove because of what happened against them at home at Anfield against Manchester United. I'm going Tottenham Hotspur 0, Liverpool 3. When I get the lineup, I might change that, but I think I'm allowed to do that because I'm doing it without. It's like a day in advance. So, but after the lineups are up, I never do flip flop. We don't flip flop here at Diego C Palace, and no one in the chat either does as well. Big up to everyone in the chat. It's also tomorrow in the Scottish Premiership. Tasting morsel of a game there. Celtic versus Dundee United, and Kilmarnock versus Motherwell. Can Dundee United undo and stop Celtic winning form? This is women's football tomorrow. FA Cup, Nottingham Forest women versus Burnley women. So that's good. Barcelona women. I know it's just men's actually, so I beg your pardon. So Spanish Supercopa, Athletic Club versus Barcelona. And I'm sure I would have thought Barcelona would win that. Is there anything? Let's have a quick look, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Anybody out there? Oh, Rangers is playing on Thursday. Cardiff, Everton, FA Cup. Oh, we've got oh no, I was wrong. Yeah, it's Aston Villa and West Ham on Friday. It's a mad hour at 8 o'clock. Oh, I don't think I can do that. So that means Palace. Yeah, we're on. It's FA Cup on and we should be away, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah, Liverpool. Oh, right. So Liverpool actually played back on the Saturday. Chelsea, Walker. Oh, oh, I got that wrong. I thought we were on. I got that so wrong. I thought my Palace was playing. I know. Yeah, we're at home against Stockport County. Yeah, no. All right. Here we go. Right, so thank you very much for watching, everybody out there. I'm going to go through the chat to just big up everybody that was there. It says, Paul Brady, thank you very much for dropping in and helping me there with the score lines as the match went along. Steve RFC, stay safe up there, up north, the UK. Arsenal, did I read that one? Yeah, it's good that she's doing watch-alongs. Yeah, I did do that, chat. Big up to Paul Brady there. Do you remember that Atkins and Stanley advert was for Diego? Paul Brady. I used to watch it. Atkins and Stanley. Yeah, I used to pretend to be that back in the day. Big up to Box Thorn Cutter dropping in and saying 222 Newcastle. That's right. And a massive thank you to STE there for trolling me at the beginning of the watch along, telling me that Mark Gahey was um, was apparently alleged to side to Crystal to Chelsea for Crystal Palace, and he caught me off guard there because I've been hearing so many things. But I'll tell you something, Arsenal fans, what happened today? I tell you, Arsenal fans, I don't understand why you lot ain't gone in for a striker. You need a striker. I tell you, you need it. You need it. It's just so badly tuned, that guitar. I got to tune it out. But it's absolutely Arsenal fans out there. I don't understand why a lot of you have not gone upstairs. It's only on today's match. Ian Wright's gone and says, "Oh, we got injuries, oh, and all that," and I'm thinking, all right, we'll see. Reaction there, right? Chelsea have reached an agreement with. Hey, that's where he's told me. Big up to STE and big up to Steve RFC. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching me. Thank you very much for getting me to 5 likes, everyone in the chat. You're all absolutely amazing. And yeah, stay safe out there with this really bad weather across the UK. Or if you're in America, definitely over there as well. The weather's just absolute sins everywhere at the moment. So stay safe out there. Thank you very much for watching. That was the watch along for the League Cup, where it ended. Arsenal 0, Newcastle United 2, and Alexander Isak was deemed the best player on the pitch. Of course he was, but I think their captain and all the players for Newcastle deserve a recognition for the way they all threw their bodies behind the ball and prevented and shielded their goalkeeper at all times. And yeah, it demonstrated today that Arsenal still don't have, in top goal scorers of this season, Arsenal don't have none of their players in the top 10. None, not one. And I just can't see them winning the Champions League. And I don't think Liverpool fans out there, even City fans, will be saying, I don't think they'll be worried with that, with that performance, what they saw this evening. Right. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Please set the notification bell on at Diego C. Palace. And most importantly, if you're watching on playback, please help me get the likes up towards 10. It all helps attract new subscribers. Thank you for watching. And up the Palace. My shirt, my duck, my hat, jinxed it to the Arsenal fans. But yeah, stay safe, everybody. And thank you for all taking part. Just remember how to stop it. Oh, it's over it. All right, stay safe, everybody. Arsenal, Paul Brady comes in right in the middle there. Arsenal's a bottle. They absolutely bottled it. They absolutely bottled it because I tell you something, I started so I finished like they're doing Mastermind. Real talk, look into my eye. I tell you what, Arsenal fans, I never, ever have ever asked anything off an Arsenal fan or an Arsenal content creator fan out there on YouTube. Never asked anything of anybody. No one. But when they were going to the Amex, all I said was, with sugar on top. Pretty please. As Mr. Wolf said in Pulp Fiction. I said it. Arsenal fans, don't bottle it against Brighton Hove and Albion at the Amex. My Crystal Palace walked away there, cherry-picked 3 points. But the Arsenal away fans, the Arsenal players, bottled it against Brighton, meaning that my Crystal Palace, they got a point, we got a point of the jammy Chelsea again in this season. I need my Palace to finish above Brighton, and the Arsenal fans, the Arsenal players, they all completely bottled it against Brighton, and look what happened tonight. They couldn't even maintain a clean sheet. They couldn't score a goal because they don't have a top goal scorer in the top 10 at the moment, if you look at the ratings. So, there you go. I totally agree there with, what was it? Yeah, it was just double checking. Paul Brady where he says Arsenal bottlers again. Absolutely agree with that. Spot on. And I'll try and do the watch along tomorrow. If you don't see me, it's because I'm on the road and I'm trying to get home to do the watch along between Tottenham Hotspur and Liverpool at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Everyone out there, please stay safe, stay warm, and yeah, thank you for watching and take care, everyone. Bye bye. Oh, what do I put? That one there. Thank you. Take care. Bye.